Today, once more, they will replenish themselves, cheat death again, through the power of their source.
Matt Stone.
180degreehealth.com.
Hey, this is Matt Stone of 180 Degree Health, talking about the tongue today. Blah, blah, blah. I've been showing my tongue lately eating, what was that I was eating? A gummy gator, a cure for candida. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff in Chinese medicine and things like that about the tongue, and that being sort of a diagnostic tool. So if there's cracks in the tongue, or if it has a very white color, or if you see big, obvious teeth marks around the outside, or any number of different things can be used as a diagnostic tool in Asian medicine. Well, I think a lot of that, of course, is bunk. A lot of that actually has some validity to it. And I've noticed that the tongue is a pretty good indicator of what's going on in your body on a minute-to-minute basis in terms of whether you're in an anabolic state or whether you're in more of a catabolic state. For example, when you wake up in the morning, your tongue is much more likely to be white and coated because you haven't eaten in several hours, you slept through the night. You're more likely to be in a more catabolic state at that time. That's also when cortisol levels in a normal person will be peaking. So I've noticed the connection between having a white tongue and being in more of a catabolic state. I certainly would get a white tongue if I eat a lot of fat and protein, but I don't eat enough carbohydrates, for example. I get that white coating on the tongue for sure. Really hard exercise is another thing that can make my tongue a little bit more pale in color. So there's a lot of different things. This is up to you to actually go and start paying attention to. And this is another way that you can read your body that may be of some use to you. It may not be of any use to you. I don't know, but it's something that I thought I would voice and go play around with it for yourself. Now, if I'm to look at Matt Stone as my ultimate experiment, and my experiment is the Matt Stone experiment, whatever your name is the name of your experiment. I noticed that sugary foods are nothing matches the sugary foods for keeping my tongue very, very nice and pink. If I eat sugary foods late in the evening, I will even wake up the following morning with a nice bright pink tongue and a fresh mouth without any kind of foul breath or anything like that. Now, I've had some interesting experiences because I have experimented freely with all different kinds. I guess there's a pun there, freely. I have experimented freely with sugar, and I've eaten, for example, a very high fruit diet in the past and played around with that some at various points. Fruit has a low palatability because of its high water content, its fiber content, it's very low in fat. It's not one of those things that people tend to overconsume. So if you eat mostly fruit, your natural calorie consumption goes down. Fruit's also low in protein, so it's very easy if you're trying to eat a lot of fruit or eat a fruit-based diet to get to the point where all of a sudden the anabolic effects of sugar that keep your tongue nice and fresh and pink can actually turn against you, and you can become very catabolic and your tongue can get very coated. So I've eaten sugar in one context and had it make my tongue really, really white and fuzzy and gnarly, and then in another context where it actually makes my tongue very bright and clear. And that's in the context of eating some complementary foods with that. Of course, you can't eat just fruit as a diet. Well, you can. There's people out there who do that. There's certainly a high risk of becoming quite emaciated over a long period of time because it's so catabolic to be eating a diet that's so low in calories and so low in protein. That's not a very good combination. You really have to overconsume and overconsume and overconsume calories intentionally against your will every day to actually pull that off, and even then you may not still pull that off. Anyway, enjoy your tongue experiment. Play with your tongue. See if you can get it nice and clear and pink. Pay attention. Experiment freely, because that's really the only way you're going to get to the bottom of this. And don't be too quick to rule out certain foods. Like I said, if I eat enough sugar, it makes my teeth or my tongue very pink and clear. And if I eat maybe just a little bit, maybe it wouldn't have that effect. Or maybe if I was eating, I don't know. There's a lot of different variables, so don't be too quick to judge certain things, but pay attention and see what you find. It might be of some use to you. Anyway, I'm out. Catch me every Wednesday and Saturday for a new video.
Subscribe to the 180 Degree Health channel now, or you will be abducted by lesbian Nazi hookers from outer space and forced into a weight loss program.
It doesn't matter what you had for lunch, just eat it.